Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is where I share all the crazy stories that I find on Reddit. So let's jump into today's story. So this happened when I was in college. My mom always used to tell me how great of a student I was. She would tell her friends and neighbors how I was the smartest person she knew, which I never was and still am not. But anyways, one day when I was like 19 or 20 years old, my mom invited one of her friends and her son over for dinner. The friend's son was around my age and was also a college student. We had pretty much nothing in common, and we barely spoke during the dinner. But he kept complimenting my mom on how great of an OTOP she was, and I remember thinking, what the hell is an OTOP? Clearly, I wasn't invited to the cool kids' table when they were handing out the common sense. After dinner, they both left, and I went to my room. Then I heard my mom scream from downstairs. I ran to see what happened, and she was freaking out because her brand new, really expensive blender had stopped working. I didn't know how to fix it, so I told her I'd help her buy a new one next time we go shopping. Then she started to yell at me, saying that I'd broken it when I was washing it, saying that I probably put something metal in there, which I didn't do, and that I was purposely trying to destroy her things. She called me a horrible person and said that I ain't invited to dinner the next day because she wanted to have a nice family dinner with her friend. I just stared at her dumbfounded because I couldn't believe that she was actually blaming me for this. It was clear that she thought I was some kind of delinquent who tried to break her stuff because I was angry at her for something. I tried to explain that I didn't break it, but she just kept yelling at me. So I went to my room and locked the door. When my dad came home that night, I told him what had happened and he agreed that it wasn't my fault. He told me to stay in my room, and then he went to talk to my mom. I could hear them arguing through my door, and I don't remember what they were saying, but it sounded important. They were talking way too loud. Then they both came to my door at the same time. My dad looked really pissed off, and he asked me if I had anything to do with the blender. I said no, but he didn't seem to believe me. He told me that my mom was very upset and that I needed to apologize to her if I didn't want to get grounded. I knew that if I apologized, she would never believe that I hadn't done it. So I refused. My dad then started to yell at me, saying that I was being insubordinate and that I deserved a spanking. I started crying because I hadn't done anything wrong and I wasn't about to apologize for something I didn't do. I begged my mom to believe me, but she just kept telling me to shut up. Then my dad did something that I never expected. He reached out and slapped me across the face. I fell to the ground sobbing. My mom immediately started screaming at my dad and told him that he wasn't allowed to hit me anymore. I got up and ran to my room. I remember sitting on my bed crying and wondering why my dad would hit me for no reason. The next morning, I got the apology that my mom wanted, and I got grounded for a week. My dad didn't speak to me the entire time. Afterwards, my mom stopped inviting her friends and their kids over. To this day, I have no idea what that blender incident was all about, but I will never forget the pain that my parents caused me that night. Anyways, that is all for the video today. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next Reddit story. Bye.